attention, 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 attention.
About 32 days after launch was a fairly big milestone for the independent developer community because at this point, all the projects had largely been just using the raw depth data, just the 3D points in space, and there wasn't any understanding of people in the environment. And
what you were talking about with the body tracking, basically.
Yes, this realized, oh, there's two people standing in front of it, and their hands are up here, their head is located in this position. And at Microsoft, we wrote our own software from scratch to do this for the Xbox. But the company that we partnered with for the Kinect camera, called PrimeSense, had some of their own software for doing this as well. And they actually decided to open source that as a result. And basically, for free, an independent developer now has this capability in a few minutes after a download. And they can get fairly reasonable full-body tracking and start to approximate the capability that we have on Xbox.
So the camera will know that you're raising your right hand, for instance, and that triggers some response.
Yeah, so almost immediately, I think within 24 hours, independent developers started using it as a motion capture tool and actually integrating it into real production tools like Maya or 3D Studio Max that are used to actually create actual short films. And so we start to see these fairly sophisticated storytelling projects that use Kinect as a motion capture tool. And of course, all over the world, people are starting to play around with making their own versions of games. This is just a simple one where you're mapping it to a 2D skeleton. But you can also, of course, use all the 3D data. And in fact, I think there's support for Kinect motion capture for most game development toolkits now, which include all of these nice 3D physics and box collisions. And
so for the animation within the game, basically, you'll be using motion capture.
Yeah, and driving the character. Alternatively, you don't have to drive an avatar, but you can do these sort of fun cartoon-like sketches where people are hitting each other and adding these sort of comic book special effects.